Hello world and welcome back to another brand new episode of Golfing the Villages. Today's episode takes us to a place that is technically outside of the villages, but is close enough to be considered inside the bubble. I'm of course talking about Continental Country Club. This 18-hole championship course is a fully contained country club featuring a driving range, pro shop, teaching professional, and restaurant. The greens at Continental are arguably the best I have ever played in Central Florida. Despite being heavily punched in the last month, and with the faint visual still remaining of the aerification process, the greens played so very true and pure. They were rolling at 10 or 11 on the stimp meter, and I'm told they can get them much faster if need be. The course is a par 72 layout, and I played from the blue tees, which are the tips, at Continental, touting a total yardage of 6,319 yards according to the scorecard. While not extremely long, you better be accurate off the tee in order to set yourself up for hitting good approach shots. I had to really think my way around the course instead of employing the bomb and gouge technique at other championship courses in the area. So without further ado, let's get after it. Welcome now to the first tee of Continental Country Club. It's a par 5 playing 476 yards from these back blue tees. This course is a thinking man's course. You've got to think your way around and you got to be a shot maker. Gonna try to work this from left to right with a little bit of a cut. This one starts left with the driver, now hangs left, gonna kick on the other side of the bunker, and ooh, that's gonna be on the downslope, leave a tough second shot.
I think it actually bounced over the top of it. Okay. I saw it bounce.
The camera does not do this justice here, but this is on the severe downslope, and I'm trying to figure out how to make ball first contact here. I probably need to lean more into my left side in order to do that, but this is 7-iron, just trying to advance it. You can see I punch it, squirt it. It's now going to be in the fairway, leaving a next easy shot. Now from the middle of the fairway, playing 172 yards, as much as maybe 177 to the pin here, with some slope on the Bushnell laser. I went ahead and selected the 7-iron, and gonna try to swing away on this one. Okay, contact, comes out a little thin and low, looks like it's turning over. It is gonna catch the green, this is nice.
Yeah, just
well done.
A little thin.
Seven iron left us 15 feet below the hole with this uphill putt for a look at birdie. I've got this moving my right to left as I'm putting it. I just send it to the outside and it just does not move. It rolled really nice. Now I've got this little 2-footer here to try and save par. Yeah, par start. Well done. On to the second hole. Plays 335 yards, but really can't hit a driver here. Trying to shape something with a 5-iron. Trying to really hit something that maybe moves a little left to right would be ideal. So that's what I'd like to do here, hit a little draw. This 5-iron starts down the middle, but is leaking right. The face was open. It's gonna miss the trap, which is the good news, but it's a long way on the second shot.
I went the long way.
Had I gone with the draw, I would have had a little shorter shot for the second. Nevertheless, we have 128 here to the pin. Got nothing more than a pitching wedge in my hand. Just trying to make good contact and get this on the green. Let's see what we can do here. Contact's pretty good, however the face is open, it's leaking right, and it's gonna miss the green on the right.
Just over the bunker, I think.
So ball striking's a little scratchy to start here. Now from just off the green, I've got the 56 degree. You can land this much shorter because the greens are very receptive and will roll out. So you can see I just land this on and got a nice amount of release toward the flag, which is good. Still came up short though. It's 5 feet now to try and save par. See if I can roll this in the cup and keep a clean scorecard all the way around it in. Well done.
That did a 360.
It did.
Celebrate
that.
that.
Now called Tony Hawk.
Well, Tony Hawk indeed. As we stand onto the third tee now, 141 to the marker, 138 to the pin. I'm again going to go back to this pitching wedge, noticing that I've left the face a little open, aiming a little more to the left to hit a nice easy fade. This is well struck, although it is staying left and not cutting back, so
Bad kick.
makes you scratch your head, but
Hit
we're
the
on the
green,
green
hop
nevertheless. So from 36 feet away, we are putting now toward the water. There is some undulation and just trying to get the pace right here. Rolling it up to the cup, and this is well past. That is a really bad read. You can see the greens were punched aggressively in the last month, but I gotta say, even though you can see the little punch marks, this ball is rolling really true. Now with 11 feet to the hole, trying to roll it up to the cup and just miss. Still have a pretty good amount here on the comebacker to try and make a bogey. This 3-footer is in the hole. Well done. It's easy to 3-putt if you get a little too aggressive. Now over to the fourth tee, playing 321 yards. Again, I don't feel like I could hit a big club here. I decided to go with a 4-iron and just see what I could do. Start this one left and hitting a little bit of a cut, which is what I wanted. Cutting a little too much now, catching the rough, and ooh, might be a little blocked out. Yeah, so the limbs of the tree are overhanging a little bit. This is forcing me to aim more to the left and try to hit a bigger mover, so a big slice or a big cut here. I've got a 9-iron in my hand to try to shape it, and
didn't cut enough.
Just trying to hit it solid. Just did not do that.
All right.
Left it out to the left. So unfortunately, I now have to try to carry this bunker, and for whatever reason, I feel like I gotta flop it a little bit. So I've got the 62 here opened up, and try to take a big swing and get this flopper on. It does hit. Not gonna obviously get any release or roll anywhere, but it is what it is. It's on the green. Now, the higher you go with the shot, the more accurate you have to be, and that's a little more difficult. So I've got 16 feet now down the hill for par, and I'm very gingerly rolling that up. And boy, look at the rollout on that. I mean, I really barely touched it, and I still have now 11 feet coming back up for bogey now, folks. And just rolled on the edge, did not go. I have to tap in for a double bogey. Wow.
Oh,
what are you gonna do?
That looks so good.
What?
All right, so the fifth hole is a par 4 playing 396 yards. Now you see me with driver in hand, and this is the aggressive play because I will tell you, where you see that white fence, there is a water feature all along that side. If I hit this any amount right, it's going in the water. But I put this on the line. I was looking between the two trees on the left. This is perfect. It's not going to be in the fairway, but it's going to have a good angle for the next shot.
so.
or so I think. To be honest, I'm pretty happy with where I hit that drive because it could be it's all water on that right side. This is 146 to the pin. The tree that you see is in my way. I can't really go over it with a 9 or an 8 iron. So I'm hitting a 7 iron, try to punch hook it, and I actually go to the left of the tree instead of the right of the tree and hooking it in. So I leave myself an interesting shot on the next. Again, having to think my way around this course. Now I'm from just off the green. We've got to look at birdie. This is the 56 degree. This is moving severely from left to right. I put this exactly where I'm wanting to. It's rolling up past the pin. Go in. Oh my gosh. This is still rolling out.
That was really good.
But this is a wonderful shot. I mean, that was really good. Really, I loved everything about it. I still have now 11 feet coming back up the hill for par, rolling it up, and a little bobble just did not go.
That putt was so good.
I make a bogey, but to be honest, it's not bad.
Bogey.
So I played that hole the way I wanted, smart, and unfortunately it just didn't work out. So we step up to the next par 4, which is the 6th, playing 351 yards. Gonna try to turn one in there from a little right to left. I'm feeling a draw on this one. And this one starts right and now goes left hard. It's gonna be down there. It's gonna miss the fairway on the left.
It's in play.
Bit of an overdraw. In fact, I didn't even find it at first until we found it up here. 101 to the pin. I thought this tree might be in the way, but it's actually okay. This is gap wedge. Ooh, this is thin now. This has got to get down. This is going to be over the back of the green, and I'm in trouble yet again. I'm a long way back there over the back of the green now. This unfortunately is for birdie, but hey, maybe I can make something happen. This is the 56 degree, and look out, Amy. Oh, that one whizzed over her head. I thought it caught the bunker. Luckily, I'm now back on the other side of the green. Again with the 56, a much better shot. This is rolling in there fairly tight, I would say. Fairly tight being 9 feet here. Now to try and make bogey. Get this in the hole. Rolling it up to the cup end, and well done.
Thank you.
Good bogey. We are getting our money's worth, spraying it around this course. Now onto the 7th tee, par 5, playing 464. This hole is asking you to hit a draw. I'm going to bend this fade against the dog leg and try to make some magic happen. Ooh, this one starts left and goes left, is covering that water shack. I think it's going to hit it, but no, it does cover it.
Over the water shack.
And wait till you see this one. This might be out of bounds, but got lucky on this one. Got an okay lie. Just gonna have to punch this out. I don't have the yardage to the flag. This is just a 9 iron, advancing it down the fairway, stay in the fairway. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna be in the rough. Not a good layup, but we're in play.
Might have gone through the rough.
So I did end up laying it up in the rough here, but it's 88 yards now to the pin with our third shot. I've got the 56 degree sandwich in my hand. Just gonna try to go at it, knowing that I might have not as much control and spin.
high
This
and
is
left.
well struck though now. Coming up, it's
Distance
pretty
was
good.
pretty
It's
good
going to be on the
direction.
green. We're going to have a look to
Little
save
across, I
birdie.
think.
"25 feet up the hill." This one's working my left to right, our right to left as we watch it. I pick a really good line, rolling it up to the cup, and I mean, that is like a ball
Almost went in the hole.
outside of going in the hole. That would have been like, looked like a birdie all the way, right? Off the tee. All right, well, we are in the hole for par.
Thank you.
Well, that was some excellent scrambling. Now, as we step on to the 8th tee, playing 149 to the center, but 147 to the pin, I am again going to go with a 9-iron. See what I can do. Yep, start this one down the middle and then flaring it
So,
hard to the
that's the one I
right, just
hate.
leaving that face open, and oh, yep, it's in the bunker.
See, that was the neutral grip.
So on the 8th hole here, we find our first bunker, and it happens to be a greenside bunker. Sand is fine, it's fluffy, but yet still a little firm underneath. Got the 56 degree opened up, looking to nip this out real nice.
Blast
And
it.
I did nip it out real nice,
Alright.
except I carried it way too far. Tons
See
of
all that
spin on
spin
that
though?
ball.
Yeah.
In fact, the strike was
Ooh,
so
this ball is
solid,
gonna have to
I
come out.
ripped
I
the
cut
cover
it
off the
really
ball,
good.
and I have to switch it out with
boy.
Amy before I putt it, because that ball was completely compromised. So now we've got 45 feet to the hole to try and save par. Rolling it down, and look at the pace. Look at the pace. This is gorgeous. That was
Great
great
pace.
Yeah.
pace.
Great
To leave
pace.
it to a tap in, even though it's for a bogey, it's a good bogey, and I'll
but
take it.
It's not a bad, I mean,
So here we are on the 9th hole, the final for the front before we make the turn. It's a par 4, playing 401 yards. Again, we've got to go with the driver here. The tree on the left that you see and the tree on the right are kind of lining the fairway. So from this tee box, you got to get it up, and I'm going to try to hit a cut here. And I never
it.
see this.
Came
I
off
feel that
right,
it's right
hard
off the
right.
face a little bit, but I can't tell, and I'm looking for some sort of sign of landing, and
Somewhere
I
over
see
there?
nothing.
Yeah,
So
you wanna hit another?
I'm going to give you a little bonus coverage with Amy.
I mean, I never saw it.
This is the one with the gash. It came right.
It felt like it was right,
went
but like,
right
Like a
over
medium?
those trees. But I didn't see it come down.
I never saw it.
The good news is we do find it. However, I decided to hit a second provisional just to be on the safe
ball's
side.
compromised,
And good
though.
thing we play with numbered balls, so
You want
we
me to
know
go
which
get a new
one's
ball?
which.
Nah,
Plus,
I
this one
mean,
had the gash in it. Now hitting the provisional, trying to work the same shot,
saw it.
trying to hit
Felt like
a
everyone
bit of a
came off right.
fade to get
It
it
did
back
come
toward
off
the
right.
center of the fairway.
Took a right turn.
I never saw that one.
And
Alright,
I
that
never
one
saw that
went
one
right down
either,
the
but
middle.
actually that one's right down the middle and happens to hit the middle of the fairway. So much for a bad ball. I'd love to have played the other ball, which was right in the middle of the
Or
fairway.
I should say
But
right
unfortunately,
over, right over.
I've got to play my original ball. And now we've
above
got
my
this
feet.
at 133 yards to the pin. It wasn't as bad as we thought here. It's in the rough beyond the tree, but I got a clean look at the green and the flat. This pitching wedge now on the way,
drawing.
now not turning over, trying to hit a
Might
little
be
bit of a
short.
draw. It's going to catch the
No, it's on.
green and be exactly hole high. That ball did not turn to the left at all. This is where I was aiming, and I've got 28 feet now, literally hole high. This big swinger is going to be moving from right to left, and I was trying to keep it up so it would stay above the hole. Oh gosh, and see, you can see it just snaps on the low side right in front of it, and that's not in yet. This is still 3 feet, and from this distance, you feel like you cannot aim outside the hole, but you almost have to because you're going to miss it. It's going to have so much movement at the end, but anyway, this tap in now, this 3-footer to save par. Well done, great par, +6 on the front. Well, we're going to place a pin in this video for now, as the conclusion of this round will be posted to the channel very soon. For a quick recap, we hit 0 out of 7 fairways from off the tee, just 4 out of 9 greens in regulation, and had 18 total putts. On 2 of the holes, we did unfortunately 3-putt. For my first time seeing and playing the course, we're off to a respectable +6 start, and our score sits at 42 total shots. As usual, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments below. A special thank you to Continental Country Club for their support in helping us to bring you this video. Also, thank you to all the viewers of the channel. I appreciate all the likes, subscribes, and comments. So until next time, we will see you on the course.